Welcome back, my friends. And this is part 5 of Paranormal Activities episode called Spirit. Before I start, I wanted to narrow down the questions that I've been getting because people come on this podcast and they don't understand the dialogue of paranormal activity and what this podcast entails. I guess because the name is called Paranormal Activity, Para for normal people, and the word Para is Para, and that is for. So it's put together for and Para is the meaning of the Spanish word Para is for being, for whatever we decide to do. First of all, I started this podcast as a TV show on a local channel in New Jersey in 2010, and I was looking for a name for the TV show because I at the time had a partner and he had $40,000 of equipment, and we used to do ghost hunting, which was very popular back in 2010, 2009. And I was looking for a name, not knowing that today it would be a totally different scenario of the show itself. And one day my son comes into my daughter's house. I was just about to leave, and he said, "Mom, I got a name for you." And I said, "Well, let me hear it." And he said, "Paranormal Activity Para for normal people." And it just clicked. And so I started to put it together and put it in contracts and put it in my business cards. And at the time, it fit because we were doing ghost hunting, but we were doing ghost hunting for different scenarios. We were doing ghost hunting for earthbound spirits, and we were doing it for missing children and missing people, and we were doing it for poltergeists, and we were doing it because there was different aspects of having to deal with spirits in itself. Today, this podcast has entailed to be much more than what it entailed back in 2009 and 10. Today, it is a revelation and a reactment of what the spiritual realm is about. We do, and you can go into the dialogue of description and read what it is. And I also have a video that I started back in the very beginning of, you gotta excuse me, I have allergies, in the beginning of this podcast. And you can actually see what it is entailed about, but it in a short dialogue so that I can go on with the rest of the episode. It entails with earthbound spirits and whatever the spiritual realm. It tails itself with UFOs and hauntings and missing people and different story buffs of history that has to do with the spiritual realm itself, what certain religions are and what certain aspects of history that had to do with anything that entailed in the spiritual realm itself. So we actually extended it into more of what this world does not understand about the spirituality of our being and the realm of spirituality. From believing in your faith and believing in different religions and what they entail, and what is certain things like witchcraft and spells and curses and what people believe in, and how strong the spiritual realm is, and what is in the spiritual realm, from the universe to anything that has to do with the spiritual realm itself. And I've gotten to the point where when I say, you can go on my podcast and see what I am doing, and what I have created in this podcast itself, people look at me and say, "Oh, you're a witch." No, I'm not. I'm chosen. I am a spiritualist. I have many gifts. I have many um, blessings that God has given me, that the divine has given me, to be able to reach out to you and to the world, to show you what it entails in the spiritual realm, and what it is that we as individuals, and in our beliefs, in our connection to the universe, and connection to our spirituality, connection to our the divine, and what it is that we entail as spiritual beings, because this is rented. Once you die, that's it. um but the spirit never dies, and that's what this episode is about. This episode is about what we carry as beings of this world, what we entail as spirits, because once the body itself dies, spirit continues. We are in the image of the divine. So he is spiritual. And that's why I started it off with the book of Enoch, and what I could get out of everything from the book of Enoch. Because this was something that needed to be spoken about. And I will go into the last part of um, this storyline and what it entails, because I'm going to use my assistant AI, Myler, to come in and explain certain things after I tell you the storyline, and I tell you what I plan to do with this episode. But for now, you can see this whole episode on YouTube, on my podcast, Paranormal Activity. You could see it on TikTok. Just go under Lady Love, and you can see it on Instagram. You can go under Army of Angels and Lady Love on Instagram. And I will be announcing it very shortly, within a few minutes, on Facebook, so that people can join me here on the podcast itself. When we come back, I will go into a prayer, and I will start from when the book of Enoch was removed, and what who Enoch was, and how it all combines into this storyline itself. And I will let you hear a song that I wrote for this one story, this particular story. And I will introduce you to the story and the song. I'll be right back. Please don't leave. This is going to be very important to you as well as to the world. And this will open up, if you want to call it a can of worms, but it will open up a lot, and it will keep you stunned. I promise you, it would overwhelm you as it did me, and always has since that day back in 2013. Join me. We'll be right back.